Our last honoree is a well-known name in Central Massachusetts business and healthcare community. The Salmon family have been pioneers offering a continuum of care to people as they age. Salmon Health and Retirement was started by Daniel and Helen Salmon in 1952. Today, the company is led in part by the third generation of the Salmon family, including Matthew, Andrew, and Kate. The grandchildren of the founders have continued to push for innovation and while still maintaining the highest level of integrity and excellence in everything they do. Their numerous retirement and assisted living facilities in the region truly set the standard for care for the elderly. Now let's hear their story in their own words.
My grandparents started the company in 1952 in Northborough, Massachusetts, and we started as a nursing home company. Over time, the company has evolved greatly. My grandparents were involved, and my parents ended up taking over. And my parents were really the ones who grew the company to close to what we know it today.
We offer independent living in the form of the Willows, assisted living in the form of Whitney Place, skilled nursing and rehab in the form of Beaumont. We also offer adult day health services and hospice services throughout the Blackstone Valley in central Massachusetts. Pride, I think, is one of the greatest rewards in working in a family business. When you show up to work every day and you come onto our beautiful campuses, you start to realize that, we talk about it figuratively, but our names are on the buildings. And there's a lot of pride in being part of something like that, especially a family business that's been around since 1952.
My grandmother, the founder of the company, lives at the Willows in Westborough, and it's a real joy to be able to see her enjoy the fruits of her labor, so to speak.
Being in the third generation in our family business, the statistic that we use is about 90% of all family businesses fail in their third generation. So the challenge for my brother, sister, and I is planning. And it really is about succession planning and understanding our roles as we move forward.
Distinguishing the difference between family and business and trying to separate them when that's appropriate and bring them together when that's a real positive thing. At the end of the day, for us, it's about people. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is listening to folks, anticipating needs, and really sort of being there, whether it's for the staff, for the residents, for the families, is really listening and trying your best to understand because they're our customers. And they're not customers that, like some businesses come and go or you see once a year. These are folks we see every day.
I learned to be honest, I learned to be committed, and I learned to figure out what's important to those that we serve, both employees and residents.
As a family, we have a tendency to give back in the Blackstone Valley, where we're all born and raised. And it's just something that is a given. We've done it our entire lives, and I think we'll continue to do it.
Whether it's serving on the board of the Whiten Community Center for Unibank, or statewide associations like the Alzheimer's Association, or the associations for assisted living and skilled nursing and rehab. We do a number of things that are public, but we also do a lot behind the scenes that are a little more private in how we can help.
Yes, there is a next generation. My parents have 8 grandchildren, 4 boys and 4 girls ranging from 17 to 17 months.
My parents actually discouraged myself and my brothers from getting into the family business. They went to an extreme because they were very careful not to pressure us to come into the family business. And they were pretty serious about it and very sincere in that because they'd seen a number of family businesses that pressured the next generation to join in the company, and they didn't want to be there and they felt trapped. So I know for my family personally, those of us involved in the family business are there because we want to. And that's something that I would encourage all of us to bring to the next generation, that they should follow their dreams, they should follow their passions, they should follow their heart. And if they get out in the world and they have education and experience that brings them back to the company and that's where they want to be, we'll be there with open arms.
I'm pleased to present the 2010 Central Mass Family Business Award to Salmon Health and Retirement. Accepting on behalf of the company is Kate Salmon Robinson.
My brothers Matt and Andrew and I were really doomed from the start. We suffered from an affliction of having parents and grandparents who were then and still are outstanding role models. You know the type. They're always setting fine examples for the rest of us through their kindness, selflessness, compassion, and dedicated service to others. We were stuck. But really, our family then and now has made a commitment to the people we serve, from childcare to active retirement living. Providing exceptional service, caring for others, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, involves a kind of attention to matters large and small, unlike other businesses. Our company is never closed, not for holidays and not for natural disasters. We are there to cover the spectrum of life every day, from the emerging personhood of the little ones in our early education centers to the freedom and excitement possible at the Willows, some of which you saw in the video this evening, right down to the compassion for end-of-life care through our hospice program. Over the decades, we've been able to attract a talented and devoted team willing and able to help fulfill our mission. They regularly join us because friends, relatives, and staff members have talked about us with enthusiasm, or when a family member has been cared for or served by the company. Our success is based on a total team effort, and I know you've heard that a lot tonight. The positive difference Salmon Health and Retirement makes in the world is written in unsolicited letters from family members, full of compliments and gratitude, and heard when visitors stop staff in the hall simply to say thank you. And it just doesn't get any better than that. By the way, those do-gooders I mentioned at the start didn't even have to ask us to join the company. They started back in 1952. We actually wanted to. And as a matter of fact, we're so very glad we did. And tonight, we're grateful to the Worcester Business Journal and the sponsors for this award and for placing us among such good company. It humbles and motivates us as we strive to honor our parents' and our grandparents' examples in everything we do as a family, caring for other families. Thank you.
You know, when I first got up at the mic, I was going to say, you're going to love this. But I didn't. But tell me right now, how much do you love these 6 companies right now? How great. Let's give them all a hand. I think I just heard the formula for success, and it's not easy to implement, but amazing. Let me thank again, of course, all the firms that have been recognized, our presenting sponsors who made this event possible, Bank of America, Clark University's Graduate School of Management, and Myrick O'Connell. Thank each of you for your commitment. Our media sponsors who play a very important role in help getting the word out, and that's WTAG and WSRS Clear Channel Radio. And special thanks to Atlas Printing, Cyprian Crees Golf Club, which of course is a wonderful family business that we're being hosted by right now, Girton Trophy Awards and more, Ron Boulay, our photographer, Sprout the florist, and I want to put a special thanks into Chris Prosser. Where's Chris Prosser from the Worcester Business Journal? Chris, can you put your hand up? There she is. Thank you, Chris, and the WBJ team. That's it for the formal event. Please feel free to network and relax, and thank you all. That was a great program. Thanks.